It's that time. You know that feeling when your car's been at a garage for a couple of days and it's finally time to pick it back up? That's the feeling I got. Now, you may be wondering why my car's been at a garage for the last couple of days. Well, do you remember a video a few months ago about a certain hardtop? If you haven't watched that video, go check it out. But we bought a hardtop and it was in not the greatest condition. Well, finally, after all this time, I've decided to get it restored. I don't know why, because we're literally about to go into summer season, but I may as well just get it done. So that has been fully restored and colour matched to my car, and also the damage that was on the rear bumper from the last video, that has been sorted as well. Yeah, it's not really the most exciting thing to be picking your car up from, but I haven't had my car in a couple of days, and I am looking forward to see how the hardtop comes out. I've never really told you guys where I work, but as you can see, I am still at work. I have just finished, and it is time to go pick it up, so let's go see how it turned out. My chariot awaits. Apologies about the lighting. As you can see, it is pitch black, but you know, we're almost at them summer months where the sunset is going to be at like 9:30. Now that means I can't completely show you the final product now. The garage has let us record with the light, so you will get a glimpse of it. However, I'll probably come back to this video tomorrow when the sun's up, and then I can give you a proper walk around. Before I reveal it, if you are excited to see it, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and just drop a comment saying hi, because every little interaction with my posts just go a mile. If you haven't already, go check out my video of me picking up the hardtop so you can see what the condition was like when I picked it up, because it was not good. It still worked out cheaper than going and buying a mint condition hardtop, and I guarantee I would never have found my colour, and I wanted it colour matching, so I would have just ended up buying a mint condition hardtop and paying to get it resprayed anyway. But I guess that means it's time to finally see my MX-5 with a proper hardtop. Oh, it's gonna look so good. How good does that look? We have finally got a painted hardtop. So I'm actually home now, but I am over the moon. Technically, it is quite a big change, and it makes the car look so much different. Now, obviously, you can't tell the damage was there, which was kind of expected, but I mean, the hardtop, I didn't expect it to look so good on the car. Now, I'm super excited to see how it comes out in the daylight, plus I'm excited to give you a proper look at it. So let's fast forward to tomorrow. Nothing like a cheeky transition, eh? But we are in the next day. As you can see, the sun is shining, the weather is absolutely beautiful, which means it's the perfect time to show you the hardtop. Now, it did rain last night. I have dried the roof off, however, it is a little bit dirty. What I found is that the paint match I thought was really, really good. The only difference you could tell was obviously the bumper and the hardtop was actually polished, and the rest of my car, I haven't polished that yet. But anyway, we can talk about that in a minute. Let's just check out the new look. And there she is. I think she looks so good. I've never really understood why people keep hardtops on during summer. I mean, I still kind of don't, because it's nice to get the roof down, ironically, on days like this. However, I can kind of see why, because the car looks amazing. Obviously, the damage from when my car was hit is completely gone as well. The bumper looks as good as new. They also refitted this whole black seal around the outside. If you remember, or if you've watched the last video on the hardtop, you could see that this had all come up and it just looked really worn out. However, they like pulled it all back up and laid it back down, so it's all fitted and it looks really nice. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like the hardtop look? Do you think that we should have got it colour matched or kept it black or silver? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, but I think it looks so good. However, it doesn't sound so good, and that brings us on to a little side quest that we're going on today. So the other day I was going down a country road, and it was one of them roads that have like the grass through the middle. Now, I wasn't going fast, but I must have been going too fast, because I must have scraped my exhaust, as after there was an absolutely horrible noise coming from it. Now, we'll quickly appreciate the LS400, but basically what's happened is the centre pipe has come away from the resonator, and it's not like hanging out or anything, it's just like sat in there, and you can see it's got so much play. So when you start the car up, or when you're driving, the exhaust just rattles, because you can just hear the pipe just rattling around like that. It's not so bad when you're putting your foot down. It's more when you take like your foot off, or you're going really slow, especially when you're like reverse parking, or like when you're booting it and then you change gear, you just hear the rattle. It's horrible. Yeah, I'll start the car up now and I'll rev it a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. It's not so bad when it's cold. I don't know whether that picked it up. However, once the car is warm and you're just driving along, it sounds really, really bad. So what I'll do is I'll let the car warm up and then I'll rev it a little bit and see if you can hear it. But basically what we're doing now is we're going to head to MX5 Parts, which is a place based in Portsmouth, which I found absolutely crazy. And they're going to supply us with a centre pipe, and they're also going to fit it for us. But the car's now warm, so let me rev it up and see if you can hear it. Now that kind of picked up more of a different rattle that I need to get sorted, but you could still kind of hear it. It's more of like in the center of the exhaust whilst you're driving. But yeah, hopefully we're going to get that sorted today. And I'm also going with an aftermarket center pipe, so it might sound a little bit different. Hopefully it doesn't sound any worse, because I actually kind of like my exhaust note, but I guess we're going to find out. Yeah, I'll see if I can show you whilst I park. Right, so the car has been dropped off at MX5 Parts, as you can just see over there. They said it shouldn't take long, but luckily there's a few things around here, so I'm just going to walk and get some lunch and maybe just have a look around the shops. I would have loved to try and do it myself, but unfortunately it's just one of them jobs where the car needs to be really high up, and I only have your standard jack. I'm sure it could have been done, but I don't really fancy jacking my car up that high, trying to get under and maybe having the exhaust fall on my face. Plus, I don't want to leave it too long and risk causing even more damage to my exhaust, so I thought I'd just get it done ASAP. But I'll make up for it, because the next video, we're doing quite a big job on our own, so. Now, what should we go for? Well, we can't go past it because they don't put the bloody forks in there anymore. Go on then, judge my meal deal choice. I used to always go with Sun Bites crisps. I think they were like sweet chili or something like that. They were absolutely unreal, but for some reason, Tesco decided to get rid of them and I'm gutted. So I thought I'd give these a go. You can't really go wrong with McCoy's. I'm sure this is the content you came here for, eh? I don't know where I'm going. Guess I'm just gonna have to sit in McDonald's. This feels so wrong, I feel bad. The NDs, I think they did all right on the front, just the back is just not it. Someone really went all out on this jazz. I really don't know what to do with myself. It's been about 2 hours. I've eaten my food, I've edited a video. Now I'm just wandering around. I probably should have planned this out a little bit better. It's taken a little bit longer than I expected. Maybe they just didn't start on it straight away, but I hope they haven't ran into any problems. But I suppose if there were any problems, then a specialist MX5 place is probably the best place for it to be. But let me know in the comments, have you been in this position before where you're waiting for someone to finish working on your car and you're just trying to kill time? And if so, what did you do? Because currently I'm stumbling around Massalan. Right, so it's been about 2 hours and 40 minutes and I've just got the call to say that my car is done. All they said was that my car was done, so I'm assuming it went well. I guess we're about to find out. But I am not excited to sit in this traffic once I pick it up. Right, we are back, and there she is. I can already see the exhaust is sitting a lot better, but let's go in and get the keys. They literally have everything in here. If only they did a Mark II one of these. Right, all paid up. The exhaust isn't sitting wonky anymore, although it is still sitting a little bit low. But the best thing, there's no more play when you do that, and you can't hear the pipe squeaking in and out. But now it's for the moment of truth. So on start up, it doesn't really sound that much different to what it did before we had the problem. It still has that deep tone. It still sounds pretty much the same. We're only replacing the center pipe, and I think the aftermarket one is meant to be similar to the OEM, so it's not really going to sound any different. It just won't rattle well. Hopefully it doesn't when I'm driving. I'm not going to rev it up right outside and get clips for you because personally I think that's a little bit rude. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive it home. Hopefully we don't hear any rattles on the drive home, and then once I get back I'll record it, me revving it up a little bit, just so you can get an idea of how it sounds. Like I said, I'm not expecting it to sound any different to what it did before. I know there's still that annoying little rattle like at the end of the revs that I think I've showed you guys before, and hopefully we can get that sorted too, and then the exhaust should sound perfect. But yeah, let's get her home and see how it sounds. After driving it home, honestly I still think it sounds the exact same as it did before. Any difference that I thought I heard, I just put it down to it being a placebo because I know that there's a new pipe on there. I'm going to rev it up now for you, and you're going to hear that horrendous rattle. I just revved it a little bit then and you could hear it is so bad. I need to figure out a way to get that sorted. But yeah, hopefully the camera picks up how it sounds in real life, because I absolutely love the tone of this exhaust. Maybe in the future I'll go a little bit louder, but for now I do really like it. Look at that nice new shiny pipe under there. See what I mean with the rattle? I promise it sounds a little bit better when you're driving. It's not so bad. Hopefully that picks up the tone of the exhaust. I think in the future I might look for one that gives me a bit of a deeper tone. I don't want to go Malium, and I do still want to keep the dual exit out of the back, so I've got to find a system that gives me the dual exit and then gives me a bit more of a deeper tone. There's a fine line between sounding nice and being too asbo. But that'll wrap it up for this video. The hardtop looks amazing, the rear bumper looks great, and the exhaust, well, we got rid of the worst rattle. Like I said, in the next video we'll be doing quite a big job, and we'll be doing it ourselves. I mean, it has already been done to the car whilst recording this. I'm just releasing this video first, so you may have noticed what we've done. I feel like this one was a bit more obvious. Like whilst we were doing the other one, you would have noticed the hardtop and gone, hey, you got a hardtop, so it kind of made sense to do this video first. I tried not to show it too much in this video, but if you follow me on Instagram, you would already know what it is. But hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss that, because that one is a good one. But leave a like on the video and let me know what you think of the hardtop. Do you prefer the hardtop look? And then what you think of the exhaust as well. Do we end up going for a different system later on down the line? Let me know. And if you think you know what's causing that last rattle, please tell me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video for the big one.